ネイティブは My Favorite Japanese Culture と絶対に言わない理由をシェアします。皆さん、こんにちは。アーサーです。僕は日本人と話すときに What's your favorite Japanese culture? と聞かれることがあります。日本の文化が大好きなんですが、実は答えにいつも戸惑います。なぜかっていうと、この場合の culture の使い方はネイティブが絶対に使わないからです。
Austin, what's your favorite Japanese nature? I don't know what you mean by that.
あなたも英語を科目として勉強するのではなく、コミュニケーションのツールとして使えるように、今回の動画では詳しく学びましょう。よろしくお願いします。今から英語で解説しますが、日本語の字幕がついていますのでご安心ください。Let's get started. So, why does the sentence, What's your favorite Japanese culture feel strange?Well, why is it weird to say, what's your favorite Japanese culture? I mean, if you look up the translation of the word bunka in the dictionary, culture comes out, right? Well, the problem is that this is a direct translation. And just because the word bunka and culture are considered the same in the dictionary, doesn't mean you can use them in the exact same way. Remember, 英語の本来の目的は日本語を英語に変換するのではなく、頭の中のイメージ、気持ち、情報、いわばメッセージを相手に伝えることです。And just because the dictionary meaning is the same, the message, the image can be very different. And that's what's happening here. When someone asks, what's your favorite Japanese culture? They're probably thinking the answer will be something like, 着物、アニメ、茶道、侍、Japanese castles、ラーメン。アイさん、日本の文化って何ですか？
日本の文化アニメとかお辞儀とか
But if you ask a native speaker, what is your favorite Japanese culture? They won't answer like that. Well, why? It's because the message, the image of culture and bunka is different. And so the way to use them is different. By the way, I'm always looking out for new delicious ramen. And so if you have any recommendations for ramen shops, please let me know in the comments below. So what is the true message of the word culture? How are the messages of bunka and culture different? Well, let's look at that together right now. The word culture is something that I call a group noun. It's not just one thing, but it's a combination of all the traditions and customs of a place. But not just that, it also includes the mindset and the values that bring about those customs. So for example, if someone asked me, what is American culture? I would say American culture is independence, religion, Harley-Davidson motorcycles, those sort of things.
Austin, so what is American culture to you? Sorry, this is a really deep question, but...
I don't know.
Okay, well, we could do...
Now, kimono, anime, sado, samurai, Japanese castles, and ramen are all important to Japanese culture, but they are not Japanese cultures. They are a part of Japanese culture. It's more than just those things. So this word culture is just a label, an abbreviation, a shoryaku of overall general customs and values. So when we use the word culture, we can replace it with general customs and values. So the sentence, I like American culture, actually means I like American general customs and values. So now let's look back to the sentence, what's your favorite Japanese culture? When people ask this, what they're really asking is, what's your favorite group of Japanese general customs and values? あなたの一番好きな日本の全体的な価値観と習慣は? You know, that sounds a little bit strange, doesn't it? アイさんの一番好きな日本の全体的な習慣と価値観は何ですか? So in this question, what you're actually asking is, 日本の中では様々なコミュニティまたは団体があって、それぞれの団体に特有の文化がありますよね。
そうですね。
その中でどれが好き?
いきなり質問しますね。
And because of that, the answer to what's your favorite Japanese culture would be something like general Japanese culture, Ainu culture, Ryukyu culture, Japanese business culture, traditional culture, Showa culture, anime otaku culture. You're still stuck at a subgroup within Japan, talking about overall customs and values of that group. So instead, what should you say? If you want to get a more specific answer, well, what would you ask to someone for them to give you that specific answer? Something like kimono, anime, sado, samurai, Japanese castles, and ramen. Well, there are 3 ways to ask that I recommend. Now, one thing I would recommend for you is to not use the word favorite. Well, why is that? Because if you say favorite, it means 具体的に1個じゃないといけない. And many people don't have a clear favorite. They like many things, so it's hard to choose.
Asa, what's your favorite color?
Red, blue, green.
The first question I would recommend is, what part of Japanese culture do you like? This is a question where you're saying, 日本の文化の中で何が好き? It's asking for a specific part related to Japanese culture.
Asa, what part of Japanese culture do you like?
Yeah, I like the traditional art, especially ukiyo-e. Another question I recommend is, what do you like about Japan? Now, this is a bit more broad, but you can still get some good answers. And since it's about Japan, it can be specific to Japanese culture. However, in this case, you're probably going to get answers about specific customs or specific values.
Arthur, what do you like about Japan?
Yeah, well, I like that it's so safe and convenient, especially compared to the United States.
なんでそう感じるの?
Well, in the United States, I can't walk outside alone at night. It's too dangerous. That's kind of sad. Sad.
Another question I recommend are, what are some Japanese things that you like? Now, this is asking about specific things, actual things in Japan, in Japanese culture. So you're going to get an answer that's a specific thing.
Arthur, what are some Japanese things that you like?
Oh, I like Japanese convenience stores.
なんで?
Well, because American convenience stores, basically, you just get snacks and gas. You can't do anything else. Actually, 7-Eleven is an American company, but they're now taking strategies from Japanese 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven は日本のじゃないの?
Yeah, actually, it's an American company. Oh, well, now it's a Japanese. It turned into a Japanese company. Originally, it was American, just like Lawson.
Lawson.
Yeah.
まとめに入りましょう。1、日本語の文化と英語の culture は辞書で調べると同じ意味になってるんですけど、イメージがちょっと違います。2、culture は group noun 集団の名詞なので一つのものじゃなくて全体的な価値観、全体的な習慣の意味をします。したがって What's your favorite Japanese culture と聞くと日本の中の様々な文化の一つが答えになります。3、日本の中での具体的なものを答えてほしい場合は What part of Japanese culture do you like?What do you like about Japan? What are some Japanese things that you like? です。今回の動画では生きた英語をたくさん学べたと思いますが、英語を実際に話せるようになるにはどうしたらいいのでしょうか？ほとんどの方は英語のフレーズ、文法をたくさん学ぶのですが、いきなり外国人を目の前にして話す機会が来たら、頭が真っ白になって言葉が出てこないです。僕自身も日本語を4年間勉強したのですが、実際に日本に行ってみたら全く話せなくて本当に悔しい思いをしました。でもそこで気づきました。英語を実際に話せるようになる鍵はもっと勉強するのではなく、英語を実際に話す感覚を身につけることですね。それができたら、僕と数百人の僕の生徒が気軽に楽しく話せるようになって、人生が劇的に変わりました。その実際に話す感覚を身につけた方法は、ここでシェアすると長くなるので、無料 PDF にまとめてみました。興味のある方はぜひ、こちらをクリックするか、動画の下のリンクをクリックしてください。これからも一緒に世界とつながりましょう。See you next time!
様々なグループとか段階と。
段階。
団体。Okay.